I'm a cool and fashionable sock knitter. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ilona and this is my channel about knitting. Today I want to talk to you about knitting socks. Really surprising theme for this channel, because I thought that I'm not a sock knitter, but I realized that I don't have enough of space for sweaters and other garments like cardigans and so on, but I really want to knit something. So I decided that I need to start knitting socks. I even bought sock blockers for myself, so I can definitely say that right now I am a cool and fashionable sock knitter. And to inspire myself to knit more socks, I wanna show you and I wanna invite you for today's video to talk about different sock patterns and inspiration how to wear them, because everyone knows that socks can be a bit tricky to knit, because you need to knit them with smaller needles, plus you can be a bit tired of doing the same thing twice. I feel that sleeves knitting faster, like second sleeve is knitting faster than second sock, but I gathered some inspiration from Pinterest that I feel could help to knit your socks because you'd like to wear them. I really like how knitted socks looks with something like Birkenstocks, but it's a bit cold outside right now for something like that, so I can definitely imagine how you can wear something beautiful with your trainers or high boots and a bit of sock, probably this rib or something like that can be seen. And definitely knitting something with ruffles, or probably something a bit higher, could add more interest, and this definitely help you to knit even more. I gathered for you and for myself 12 different socks patterns. There are some paid patterns, and also there are some free patterns in each category, so I hope that everyone could find something interesting for them. And the first category that I want to highlight is tight. This is really high socks that you can wear like tights, probably, or with longer skirt or with a shorter skirt to be really warm. One of them is a Daybreak by Paulina Kunsola. It's a decay weight sock. It was featured in 52 weeks of socks, but right now you can buy it on Ravelry. This is ribbed toe up sock, so you can easily change the length of it, and you can finish wherever you want your sock, so it can be below your knee or above your knee, however you like. Also it has short row heel and short row slipped stitch heel, and I feel that knitting really high socks in decay weight yarn can be pretty great entertainment even, because decay weight socks knits really fast, and this will add really a huge academia vibe or something like that to your wardrobe. So if you're a fan, definitely you should try. Another similar pattern is a nest socks. There is pretty great pattern because it can help you to knit socks these socks in a decay weight or a finger weight yarn. The designer is Katie Harrod, and this is also a paid pattern that you can buy on Ravelry. This is short row heel, again toe up sock, but also you can knit it from top down in case you prefer this way of knitting socks. So this is definitely amazing pattern because you can play what to do and how to knit it. And so the third pattern of this category is very long socks, featured on Pearl Soho website. So this is a free pattern which you can find on their blog. Also, or of course, there is some advertising on their blog so that you can get the pattern for free. This is a finger and weight sock. Probably it's not like the most common way of knitting so high socks, but I feel that this can be like pretty long project, but they look really stunning. As you can see, there is 2x2 rib. It has definitely very beautiful decreases on the back of the leg before the heel, and I find that Pearl Soho's patterns, they're free, but they're definitely amazing. There is a lot of different techniques described, and you won't lose anything, and it won't be a problem to even start from knitting their patterns. So I highly recommend them. The next category that I really like and that I want to knit for this spring and summer, this is socks with ruffles. I don't know how about you, but I'm definitely a fan of Mary Jane's with socks with ruffles. I have several of them like bought in a store, cotton versions of these socks, but it would be a really great idea to knit myself something like that. And one of these socks that I decided to show you today, this is Flow sock by Fabien and Gassman. This is also a paid pattern from 52 weeks of socks, which you can buy on Ravelry. This is a finger and weight sock with lace ruffles. Probably they are not for everyone, probably they look like too much for someone, but I find that they're so cute. I don't know why, but for me they look just really gorgeous. This is short socks with picot edge ruffles worked from top down. They are in a stockinette stitch. Probably if I'm gonna knit them, I'll knit them in the rib because I'm not sure that I'm ready to knit stockinette socks. I feel that I can be bored too easily when I knit them, but I love this ruffle and how it looks. And also I feel that this socks is a great stash busting item because you can knit them with whatever mohair left in your yarn pantry, and also you can reknit and change how the sock looks just with changing the color of your ruffle. And I haven't looked inside the pattern because it's paid pattern and I haven't bought it yet, but I feel that the ruffle can be knitted pretty easily, so definitely something that you can mix and match and probably reknit if you're tired of one color of the ruffle. The second pattern is Summer Sneaker Socken by Tanya Steinbach. It's again a fingering sock. It's again short socks with broken rib stitch, which is really cool. This is a free pattern, and there ruffle added only on the back of your heel, and I feel that it looks really stunning with something like sneakers, or probably with something like short Converse, because there is not so much of ruffle as it's only on the back, but also it adds something a bit girlish, a bit more romantic. I love them, and I really love that they're knitted in broken rib, because probably socks knitted in rib knits faster for me. I've never tried vanilla socks, but from what I see with different sock patterns that I'm knitting right now. Yes, I started knitting socks. Can you imagine? I'm surprised. I don't know what about you, but I'm definitely surprised. And the third pair of ruffled socks is the Midnight Dancer by Sari Nordland. It's again a fingering weight pattern, and this is a paid pattern. I like this ruffle for this sock because they look the most like store-bought. I'm not trying to knit everything like store-bought, but I like that this ruffle is knitted just on top of the sock. You don't have like small picot edge or some edge and then ruffle. You have ruffle on the edge, so I really love it. Also, this pattern contained the option of a heel. You can knit short row heel or heel flap and gusset. It depends what you prefer. And I saw a lot of knitted socks by Sari Nordland this summer on Instagram, so I feel that these socks can really easily be added to your wardrobe to add some shine and brightness. And I feel that these socks can be knitted with some glittery yarn, probably with stellina sock or something like that, and to wear them with Mary Janes. I love it. I definitely need 1 or 2 pairs of socks with ruffle, probably all of them. I don't know, we'll see, but I definitely feel that I need them. And this third and like more full category is socks with texture or ribbed socks. I know that first two categories have these ribbed socks as well, but for me in that socks there were more important stuff like high lengths with estimated yarn amount or ruffles, while these are just different textured socks. So the first socks that I want to show you is I'm not sure that I can read it correctly. I'll show you over here or over here. This is from Tricot Design. It's paid pattern in heavy fingering or sport yarn. You can choose what you want. It has traditional heel flap and gusset and has really interesting cabled construction, cabled part on the leg, and then you have a rib. So this not so complicated as a full cabled sock, but at the same time you have this part with cables which can be seen when you are wearing some footwear, and still they will go much faster because you don't have a lot of cables. So this is definitely a great opportunity to add some cabled socks without adding too much of cables. The next one is Line Socks by Dawn Henderson. It's light fingering socks. This is a free pattern, by the way. This is pretty interesting top cuff down socks. They feature in twisted rib and beautiful top of the sock. I really love how they look on a leg on these photos. There is only 2 sizes included to this pattern, probably because this is a free pattern, but also as there is a rib, you can easily adjust a bit size because of it. Plus you can play a bit with gauge. You can go with a bit heavier yarn for a bigger size, and I think that these socks look again really feminine, and this is definitely something that can add more interest to your Birkenstock or something like that because of this top part. I really love how they look, and I added them to my collection to Ravelry. and all of these socks will be over there in case you're curious to see. And this one I really wanna need. Second pattern with twisted rib, it's House of Socks, again from Pearl Soho, which you can find on their website. They don't paid me for telling about them, but I genuinely love their site, and they have really great patterns. So this is again twisted rib socks. I know that not everyone happy with twisted rib because it can be a bit harsh for your hands, but look at them. They look definitely stunning. This top part reminds me about like wheat fields, and this is something very special for me because in Ukraine we have lots of wheat fields, and that's why they remind me home a bit, especially in yellow color. I like how this heel look like, if I'm not mistaken. This is probably a short row heel. I can be a bit mistaken because I'm not really specialist into sock knitting. I'm not a magician, I'm just learning. So definitely something that look amazing, especially on the back where you see only twisted rib that elongates the leg. Just chef's kiss. And again, this is a free pattern. Yes, and this is again a fingering pattern, if I forget to mention. The next pattern is color palette socks, but adding socks that can help me with some stash busting is great idea in socks like this. This is color palette socks, again free pattern that you can download from Ravelry by Laura Muratz. This is pretty old pattern right now because it was published in 2022, like 4 years ago. This is a really long-lasting pattern, and it's still on the top of, somewhere close to the top on Ravelry. This is a striped socks with stripe of white yarn before switching each stripe, and it looks really like a color palette. You can knit one sock in more muted colors and one sock in a bit brighter colors, or you can knit both of the sock in the same color palette. You can knit something like a grayish palette or yellowish palette, wherever you want. Plus probably you have a lot of some scraps that you can use over here, maybe from other socks, or you can add stripes with some variation, some variated yarn, stripes with solid colors. Add, for example, stripe of some bright colors and this white stripe, a bit textured, then stripe with marlin something. This pattern for light finger and weight yarn, but you can I think that you can adjust there's just one size, so not sure that you can adjust it, but you can definitely try to do it in case you're more professional in knitting socks, and try to marl some yarn, or probably you can try to add something like lace weight or like Isager trio to make your sock a bit summerish and to add some color changing. I'm definitely inspired by these socks. This is again flat heel, turn and gusset, and you can play with this pattern really a lot. Plus it's a free pattern. The next one is Mountain Walk Chunky socks by Florence Miller. She has two patterns, one of them for finger and weight yarn and one of them for DK. I decided to tell you about DK weight just because there were a lot of fingering socks already, and I really like these decay weight socks and I want to knit them, but probably I'm going to knit them not with Sandnes Garn Perfect. I not quite enjoy wearing that yarn on my legs. But let's go to the sock. This sock featuring rib and cables, and this is a fake cable, so you don't need cable needle, and they don't take too much time to knit them because of that. So this is decay weight sock with easy cables. You can definitely knit a pair of sock during the weekends. So it's amazing, definitely. And I like how simple they are, and at the same time there is something a bit different because of the cables. This is a paid pattern, and if you have bought already your finger and weight sock, you can use code for 50% off for this sock, or you can buy just this pattern and enjoy knitting them, or you can buy both of them. Why not to support great fellow knitter? And the last one, they are definitely living in my head rent-free for a long time. I love this sock. This is Cedar House Socks by Summer Lee. I saw them at first time and I can't stop thinking about them. This sock features rib, cables, stripes. They're amazing. At the top of the sock, the cuff is made with rib and stripes. Then you have a part of cables. This cable is a bit more complicated than the previous one, but still it looks like it's so worth it. And it has again the same heel flap, gusset. It's top down sock, and I like how they look. They look, you know, like sportish socks, but at the same time you have cables, and they look definitely amazing. I don't know, I'm just in love with them. I don't know in which color I want to knit them, but I love designer's vision of this sock with white cuff, red stripes, and yellow body sock, or how to say it, like the main part of the sock in yellow. It looks amazing, and socks are definitely a place where you can be creative, where you can try to use different and probably new colors for yourself. So this is they are the one, you know, like you saw them and you need to knit them. And I definitely want to start knitting them after finishing socks that I'm currently knitting. This is the socks that I'm currently knitting. As you can see, it's drying right now, and I'm starting second one. This is a test knit for Lydia Baba on Instagram, and probably on YouTube she named like that. Again, this is fingering socks, and this sock showed me that fingering socks are not scary, and I can definitely knit this sock pretty quick. This is here Tikva sock slide, if I'm not mistaken. It's a waffle stitch, short ribbed cuff, again flat heel with turn, and colorful toe with a bit of kitchen stitch. And I really love the yarn that I'm using here. This is Olivia and Oliver Fibers, her sock set, and I love how these speckles look like, and I definitely feel that speckles look amazing not only on the vanilla socks, they look amazing for textured socks as well. So highly recommend this sock when they will be published. You should definitely buy them. And that's all for today. I hope that you'll find that you could find some inspiration in this video. I'm definitely going to need a lot of socks this year, and I'm surprised about this decision, but I definitely find it's interesting. Thanks for watching, thanks for being with me. Really, really love everyone who is here, and see you next week. Bye.